Hi everybody, nice to have you here. Henrik here from Permaculture Vilnius. So this morning I thought I would check out my workers. So I always say that I have a farm, and you say, well, if you have a farm you need animals, and one little dog don't count, but I actually have a lot of animals working for me here. As you know, I don't like to use pesticides and chemicals and so on. I want this natural garden. So I have to use other things. And other things is what you're looking at here. So this is my small, for now, worm farm. So I want the worm castings from this, because this is, the best thing you can put in the garden. And normally when everything is fine in the garden, you have a lot of worms in the soil, right? So you have earthworms who are a little bit deeper, and you cannot work with these. They are doing their own business and they don't want to get bothered. If you bother them and you try to domesticate them, they will just die. So we have to use other worms. So this is higher layers, upper layer worms, compost worms we call them also. So this is Californian red wigglers. So I got 7 of these 2 years ago. I put them here, and let's see how many we have right now. If it's more or less, do I have a success or do I not have a success? How many worms do I have? I had 7. So we will try to find some worms here and see if I actually have a farm. So here is the food, upper layer, and here we have the soil. Okay, so I'm lifting here a little bit over shrub, and directly you see we have a lot of worms here. Oh, you can't see as good as I can, but when I dig here, I have shrubs and I have worms everywhere. So, wow, perfectly good. So many small worms. Yes, eating here. Wow, big ones. Yeah, I can definitely say that this is a success. It's definitely more than 7 worms in here. I guess it's, oh my god, here. I don't want to disturb too much. Look, it's so many worms down here. So, my god, so much worms. So I guess I have at least 700 worms thriving here in my little box. So it's not so hard to build this. You just need some worms and you put some soil in there, natural soil from the forest or from the ground, and then you put food in. And they like most things, not citrus fruits and things like that, meat and so on, but they like all vegetables. And grass clipping now with everything in it, not only grass but all kind of weeds, gives a really good snack and food for them. If you put in better things for the worms, like thistles and nettles and dandelions and all these high nutrient plants, of course your worm casting will be even good. And they need food, but they also need some water and drinking. So some coffee beans is perfect for them. They really like that. So some coffee also for my small animals, my small workers, 700 of them. And you lock it because they want it dark. They don't want to be in daylight, so they want to be kept dark. and around best is around 22 to 25 degrees, but they can go down to my 4 or 5 degrees also, and up to around 30. But then after that they start to slow down and die, and if it goes under 0 they die, but the eggs will survive and come up in the spring again, so you will not kill them all, even if something happens. So it's not that hard to have them. And the benefits of worm casting is enormously good. Yeah, enormously good, because they have exactly the right broken down bacteria and fungi and minerals and so on, exactly like the plants want them, right? And why is it? Yeah, it's an animal who do this job in nature. So in the soil here, there should be a lot of worms down there doing the job, eat all whole stuff, poop it out, and the plants take it up. This is how nature works, but I want to control it little and speed it up. That's why I do it. And if I have like land that is not so perfect, then I will rebuild this soil so it works really, really good. And why should you struggle with this? Why don't buy it just on Amazon or in the shop or something? Yeah, if you can get it, it's fine. Then you can do that. And you also have to be rich, because 100 gram, 200 gram of this worm casting is really expensive. So if you have that yourself, you earn or save a lot of money. And you can do big business on that if you want. I just have it for myself. I needed everything here to build up the ecosystem here. So a little bit in this morning here, working, taking care of my farm, all my animals, and the birds are out. They are also on my land, so it's also animals working, because they are also eating, and they also, after they eaten, they do other stuff, and it falls down and it's healthy for the soil. So it's lovely out here in the orchard. Yes, everything growing, so much color, and nature takes care of it myself. If I should plant all this here, I wouldn't be able, because so many layers in here, It's not only you plant one plant and it goes to flower and it's done. No, then the next plant come and the next plant, succession for the whole year. So it's all season is different, and there come up different plants. I could not plan that. That's, I can, but it's, my God, you have to be really good. I'm not so that good yet, but nature is good. Nature do everything here for me. I just plant in some small stuff. Here we have a wonderful silver bush and so on. I plant in my specialties, and then I let nature do the planting here. And I helped all these plants. I put in, the worm castings and so on for the plants, so they thrive really, really good. Yes. Wonderful morning here in Vilnius. Have a nice day.